Hi guys, welcome. I'll start today with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And this is karmic readings, soul connection karmic readings, which is pretty much reading about your past life and what are your karmic inheritance, their karmic inheritance, and going forward in this relationship, what are the things that you have to free up in this relationship in order for you to either walk alone or be with your partner. And this is your decision. You have free will. I'm just laying out the cards. And welcome, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. I call in air, water, fire, earth, ethers, ascended masters, great shamans, Holy Spirit, Archangel, Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, to give us the best guidance, or to give me the best guidance I can possibly give you at this time. And so, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So I decided not to lay out the cards today. I wanted to just go with the flow of the energy. And I'm really super tired. I'm sorry I haven't posted anything lately, but I've been taking an intensive Reiki course and getting ready for that. And I received an attunement today, which means that I supposedly I should get, the floodgates have been opened, and I should get all these, a surge of emotion coming towards me from pent up things and blockages that I have had from past this, in this life experience or in the past life experiences. Everything that I have pent up inside me, so I can balance my energies and align myself more with myself. And so maybe I shouldn't be doing this right now, but I don't think one will hurt. And I think I am closer to my higher self at this moment. So let's see what happens, guys. Again, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please check your natal chart. If you do not know what your natal chart is, you can go online and you can say calculate natal chart, free calculator in natal chart, and then you can there's plenty of websites that are free. You have to just add your place of birth, your month, date of birth, year, and the exact time, and then you will have all your planets and your zodiac signs in your planets and your houses, and a little bit more information about the things that I have said, including your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What zodiac signs do you have placed in those planets? And so, I do read reversals, or if I feel the energy, it's a little dense or the card needs to be reversed, I will do so. Disregard the gender of the cards. It doesn't matter, as people have female and male energy. So I might be talking to Scorpio about the current situation, but it might be the cross watcher. A cross watcher is somebody who, the partner that's watching for, let's say you're a Scorpio, you're going out with a Libra. The cross watcher would be the Libra watching Scorpio's reading. And so it's kind of like the spy, so to speak. So, so it might be, the energies, I can only interpret the energies. I cannot interpret whose energy that is. That's up to you to discern. So it might be yours, it might be, but in this case, since I'm doing Scorpio, I will address it as Scorpio. So whether it's you or your partner, you have to discern that yourself. If the, I'm sorry, this is really long, but I get new people subscribing to my channel every day. So I have to say it for those new people to tarot and who do not know. I want to kind of give you some input. And if things don't resonate, please check it, throw it away. You don't have to dislike my page. There are other tarot readers that can resonate to you. If you don't resonate with my energy, and you don't feel like you can't, you don't understand my reading, then you shouldn't be here. You should be with a reader that resonates with you. And you have free will, remember this. So whatever a reader tells you, it's just reading the energies. It's not telling you or what might happen if the energies persist. Energy is fluid, so it's up to you. Ultimately, what happens at the end, you shouldn't subscribe to anything that a tarot reader says, and you should use your intuition going forward. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. So I will be using a new spread, so bear with me. And then also, so I'm going to use a past life card. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. What is a past life connection that Scorpio has with their soul connection? What's a past life connection that Scorpio has with their soul connection? This video will run a little longer than expected because I am pulling out the cards right now. Soul connection, past life, Scorpio. So you have authority figure. I'm going to pull, what deck should I use? Let me see. I'm going to pull the Smith-Waite Tarot, which is a classic but goodie. Okay, so I want to clear the cards. It's always good to clear the cards so there isn't any residual energy that is placed in your reading from other readings. So Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And I will address what position the cards are laying in so you are aware of what's going on every step of the way. And I want to tell you also that I appreciate all my subscribers, and thank you so much for your feedback. And if you did email me, I haven't gotten back to you. I'm sorry, it's been quite busy. I will get back to you. So just bear with me. If I should be getting back to you within 3 days of your email. And so thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you. I really appreciate it. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. The first card is a karmic meaning of the relationship. The karmic meaning of the relationship. So what is the karma that you're dealing with? Okay. The second one is your karmic inheritance. What are you inheriting from your past life that is affecting the connection today? Okay. And this one popped up next to this, so I'm going to leave it like this, guys. All right? Okay. So the third one is your partner's karmic inheritance. What are they bringing back? What kind of karma are they bringing from their past lives? Remember, this could be, the energies could be switched. It's up to you to find out which is your energy and which is your partner's energy. Okay. This one came out reversed. Number 5, your present burden, hopes, or fears. So what is the current situation the current problem that you're having at this moment. Okay, and then your partner's burden in the present, or hopes or fears. Okay. What your partner means to you. This card fell. Oh, okay, so we have the Six of Cups. Okay, and what you mean to your partner. What you mean to your partner. Scorpio. These both fell out together. These both fell out together, so I will put them as such. I will read them together. And then, so we move on. Okay, this is an intricate tarot spread because I would like to give you as much information as I can about this situation. Remember that it's past life specific, so it might not resonate with all the Scorpios that are watching this right now. So if it doesn't resonate with you, please check out what doesn't resonate and keep what you want. And so the next one is number 10. Oh wait, sorry, it's 9. What you can do for the relationship. What can you do for the relationship? If you would like to have this relationship, actually. You don't have to, we all have free will. But if you would like to maintain this relationship, what can you do in your end? What can you do? Okay. That's a good card to have, the Empress. What can you do? It says, be the Empress. Okay. And then the next card is number 10. What your partner can do for the relationship. Okay, and your karmic future. Okay, actually, let's do this again. Your karmic future. Your karmic future together. Or Scorpio's relationship. Okay. Alright. So, in your past life, you have the authority figures here. Your karmic meaning of the relationship is the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. Here you have the 3 of Cups for your karmic inheritance. Your partner's karmic inheritance is the 9 of Cups in reverse. The past of this relationship is, of course, authority figure. Your present burden, hopes, or fear is the Knight of Pentacles. Their present burden, hopes, or fear is the 3 of Wands. What your partner means to you, the 6 of Cups. What you mean to your partner is the Ace of Cups and the 7 of Wands. What you can do for the relationship, the Empress, what they can do for the relationship, the Knight of Cups, and what karmic future you bring together is the 10 of Swords. Do not get anxious about the 10 of Swords. I will explain all of this in due time, ladies and gentlemen. So, authority figure for past life. So this means, I would have to read from the book. If your previous and current in your previous and current lifetimes, you followed rules that were set down by authority figures such as your parents and teachers. You may have also encountered intimidating or even cruel authority figures in the past. Perhaps you found yourself in the presence of those who were power hungry or abusive. These situations can lead you to fear authority figures and succumb to their will in the present. While it's normal to sometimes be intimidated by powerful individuals, fearing authority figures can lead to unhealthy passivity. For example, you may feel pressured to bow to another's rule without standing up for your rights. Or you may develop conflict phobias in which you negate your own needs in order to avoid arguments and disharmony. In some cases, this can lead to a form of depression called learned helplessness, in which you don't even try to improve your life. To heal the situation, fill yourself with self-love and self-esteem, and see yourself as being whole and healed. Oftentimes, just remember past life details will lead to clearing and healing. So because of these authority figures, you are actually fearing, you've had certain confrontations with these individuals that have left an imprint in your soul, which causes you to fear and also maybe also rebel against authority figures. And this card also to me sometimes means like an imbalance of your yin and yang. Maybe you have more female energy than male energy, and you portray those passivity, you portray those energies that are seen to be female, like passive, don't like confrontations, try to avoid it, try to do as a man says, or in past lives to even worse, because now we're living in a modern society and things should be more equal, although we can all argue with that. But I digress. So, and then male energy can suffer from like having too much male energy and not have their female energy balance, where they need that nurturing, they're expressing their emotions, they often hide it and stifle it. So I do sense that this can also be problematic. You can carry this over to your current life right now, and I think this is actually what's going on. It's an imbalance of your female and male energies at this time due to things in the past, in your past lives, that have caused you to block your female or male energy, depending on who you were back then and what authority figures you had to listen to. Maybe you were a woman and you couldn't do the careers or the jobs that you wanted to do as a woman in your past life in the 1800s or what have you, and you had to wear a dress and you couldn't pursue the ambitious careers that only men could have pursued. So you had to abide to rules and regulations that confined a woman to institutionalized and conditioned roles that they had played in this society, and vice versa. Maybe you were a male who wanted to do certain things that females had at that time, or you were a male who abused his power because they had power and domination over a woman, and they were allowed to do that you abused your power, and therefore you were able to run amok, let's say, and do as you will for egotistical purposes. And so let's begin. And so the first card is your karmic meaning of the relationship. Well, again, we have the Five of Wands, and this card is about an ego-driven card. It's a masculine card, masculine energy. And it's also like an imbalance of female and masculine energy. It could be, this is more so masculine energy, like upmanship, like always competitive nature, like too much testosterone here, where you felt like you had to challenge things and compete against one another. Now, it could be a friendly competition, but these competitions often lead to fights and disputes and arguments, because the competition gets taken too far. And also, like, it also shows that the rat race, so to speak. And so this is like a testosterone card. And also what crosses this is the Seven of Cups, means that somebody in their male energy had too many options. This is a card of options. This is a card of having a smorgasbord of shit that you can do, because this was your world. You know, this was a man's world. They could show their testosterone. Showing their testosterone, they were able to show competition. They were able to show the drive that they needed in order to be the breadwinner back then. And so being the breadwinner and having the power economically and in society as a man versus a woman, and also like the power over the family, that they can also they can do as they please, right? They don't have to tell the wife or their girlfriends what time they were coming home, or like in some cases, some men were allowed to have mistresses, right? Not to say that this was a case back then, but this is the karma that you're bringing. So somebody had too much male energy, and so they had many options here. And so they were able to have their cake and eat it too, so to speak. Do with this information as you will, people. Obviously, if your life was happy and go-lucky, you wouldn't be here hearing my reading. So obviously people hear these readings because there's something wrong that they'd like to fix. So you take it in as a grain of salt. If it resonates for you, that's great. If it doesn't, chuck it. You know, don't subscribe to what I'm telling you. Okay, so this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. So this is the second card, is a card right here that means your karmic inheritance, or it could be the other person's karmic inheritance. Remember, I'm just reading an energy. Now, the energy that I'm reading here, that is, I say could be yours, could be the other person's, and vice versa. Okay, it's up to you to interpret whose energy this is. But one person's inheritance, where it came, your inheritance, Scorpio, is that of the Three of Cups. Okay. Well, here, it could mean many things. It could mean maybe you are a very sociable person and you like to go out too much, and you do not like to stay at home. You like more of a community, and you like to do your woman's thing. Maybe you like to do your woman's thing, or if you're a man, you like to do man's things. You like to drink with your friends, and like to spend more time with your friends versus your mate. And so that bond was created with maybe your friends and maybe not your mate for some of you guys. For other of you guys, there was a three-party. You know, you could see 3 cups of love here, not just 2. For some situations, there was a 3-party. Now, if you are currently having these types of situations, then this reading is for you. Okay? Because this reading is what past life situations affect the current life now with your soul connection, which is a person from your past life. So, whatever resonates with you, take it. There are many Scorpios, and there are many situations and interpretations to these cards. So take it as you will. So this could also mean that you had a very nurturing family relationship. This could mean that you had a lot of support from your parents, from his parents, and yeah, so those are all the scenarios. But for me, I kind of like, because of this card coming out as your karmic past, I would have to say maybe it could be like third party, you know, maybe drinking, maybe spending more time with your friends versus your spouse. And so their karmic inheritance would be I got the 9 of Cups in reverse. So the 9 of Cups upright means a wish granted. It means somebody who is satiated, like satiated, like who overindulges, maybe in drinks and alcohol, in like maybe in commodities, and who's really happy. You know, you could see that this guy is really plump. So he doesn't have lack of nourishment, of course. He eats quite a lot and more than his share, you can see here. And here, he doesn't need all these cups, right? He's crossing his hand here, like he's very happy, content to the point that he could be overindulgent. Yeah, at some point, like he has too much of, because his wishes are granted. You could see his smile on his face right here. And so if it's reversed, it means that your wish was not granted. There was something that you brought back in your past life, that there was a wish that wasn't granted to you. Kind of like there was like some blockages that you're carrying over from your past life. Maybe you had a mentality of lack. You didn't have overindulgence. You had quite the opposite. Like you lacked the basic comforts of home. You lacked the basic love that people have amongst each other. You could have lacked the community. You could have lacked maybe striving to be the best version of yourself. Maybe your career took a turn because you had to fulfill these roles, societal roles, as the female in your environment. And so your wishes, whatever they may have been, weren't fulfilled. I can clarify this for you if you'd like, because I think it's important to know. These will have to be clarified. Now, because of time and it being a free reading, I can clarify over, if you'd like to get it clarified, over email, and I can do personal readings. You just have to email me and we can work that out for you. And so, moving on. Well, at this moment, actually, I'm not doing personal readings, but I may do one for you depending on your situation, because I'm just really busy with my Reiki and stuff like that. And so, sorry guys, let's just move on. Your present burden, hopes, and fears. Okay, what you're taking into the relationship, okay, and that's presently affecting the relationship. So we have here this Knight of Pentacles. Now this Knight of Pentacles this is actually your present burden, how you're taking in the situation. This is your card. So, but again, if it doesn't seem like your energy, could be the person, your significant other, or the person in this soul connection, the other person. So this is a card of being cautious, like steady progress, like wanting to put in the work, but slowly inching your way into doing the work, because you want to make sure before you invest you're 100% in all of this. You want to make sure that you feel secure, you feel like this is a trusted venture, and that so this is why you're always asking yourself, is this the right path to take? And for every path that your 2 steps you take, you might take 1 step backwards, or you might just survey the circumstances and then take another step. So this Knight is very cautious, but he's very reliable. He's the most reliable Knight. So you are overly cautious because of your past. You're overly cautious, but when you really trust and you put your all in, you can completely rely and count on you. And this is your partner's hopes and fears, what they are taking along. So while you're the one that's inching your way to the relationship, they're the ones that are always having to wait for your ass. Like, when are my ships going to land? I've been waiting here, and I've been looking and anticipating this, and my ships are not here yet. And they're almost close. They're close, but they're just not here. And how long will they be close for? This is the thing. How long have you been waiting for this person? Some people have been waiting for 3 months. Some people have been waiting for 3 years. Some people have been waiting for 6. I see here 5. Okay, 3. A year. You know, just when is this person going to commit? I mean, they want to commit, but it's such a slow commitment. Are they going to do this when we're both gray and we can't even enjoy the carnal pleasures? I mean, what is going on here? Okay, so this is the thing. So the next card is, I'm sorry, this is a new spread, and so I have to check here what your partner means to you. So you had, this is a great card to have in regards to what your partner means to you, which is like the Six of Cups is a partner that you have great memories, fond memories that you love, nostalgia with, a person that every time you think about them, they bring back warm, tingling feelings from the past, like they are home, what you consider something called home. This is also the card of a soulmate or a past love. For me, it's a person from your past. And for me, it's definitely a person that you've been in the past lives with for more than one lifetime. It could be, it's definitely several lifetimes here. So for you to get this card, it's indicative that it's really a soul connection. So don't doubt this, beloved. Don't doubt this. This is a soul connection here with the Six of Cups. And how they see you. How they see you. So because of this person, they actually, I don't know if they've been hurt in the past or if they've had negative past experiences with authority figures, or because of their imbalances with their female and male energies, they are a little cautious, but they do have this big cup of love for you. So this love is pure. You can see by the dove, the white dove, and this is a sign of purity. And this is also with this symbol right here, it's a cup of the divine. So it's a cup that came from the universe. This is like a gift to you. This person is a gift for you. This is the right person for you. And there's a lot of love here. It's a lot of pure, innocent love. Almost like, it reminds me like a little bit of the Fool card with the Lover's card combined. I mean the Two of Cups combined. Okay, so there's this person feels pure, simplistic, and love with purity, and but they're a little guarded with this. They're a little guarded because they maybe feel as if that they are being bulldozed, or maybe taken in for a rag or a dirty mop that you are comfortable with, like you using when you you spill like on the floor. You spill on the floor like a security blanket. Somebody that you can push over, like a pushover. Okay. And so maybe they might be feeling this because of the past where you actually took advantage of your authority figure with the Five of Wands. You took advantage of this and you power tripped as a man. And so when you power tripped, and the women really had no rights, they had to do as you were told. They went from one authority figure to another authority figure. And so somebody, so here in both parties, they have to balance their female and male energy. They have to balance their masculine and female divine. So that means that the male might have too much testosterone, male energy, and the female might have too much female energy with blockages in the male masculine within them. And so this card right here, the Five of Wands, these are my own cards, by the way. It's Five of Wands, which means holy ball, testosterone overdrive. This is what the Five of Wands means, okay? So I kid you not, this is this card. It's the same card. It means, okay, so it's too much testosterone. And then the Seven of Cups, I'll show you what it means with my cards, which means the same thing, but it has depicts different pictures, and you get a different aspect of the card, okay? But the cards can have different meaning depending on the read. in the energy, and all these things combined plus. So your head is in the clouds thinking about all the possibilities. So you're thinking about the different sheep, which one's juicier and plumper. And so, and look at all the stars around you. These are all illusions, but only one choice is a correct choice. Only one choice is that one that could actually fulfill your cup the proper way. Okay, and I would think that this is the person that you've had plenty of lifetimes with. Because if it wasn't this person, then why the hell are you creating soul contracts with this person? And coming in the ethers and coming back to this life to actually learn karmic lessons with them. Okay, karma is not a bad thing. You shouldn't avoid karma. Karma is your destiny. Whatever your destiny is has karma in it, because you're here to learn lessons. You're here to learn lessons so you can ascend and evolve. So you have to, these karmic lessons have to be learned. So when you have these energies with a person that you just met, that sizzle, like these kind of energies that are kind of challenging, like the Five of Wands, is because this is not the first time, but yet you know them, you feel like you're at home with them, but then you have this energy that's not quite balanced, like you're because this person maybe brings out all the disharmony within you and the inner child issues and all these fears and imbalances that you do have between your male and female, and it kind of brings everything to the fore, almost like the attunement that I was telling you that I had in Reiki tonight, where my teacher does an attunement, and she it gives me energy and clears up and from the universe, and to help clear out and balance my energies so that I could grow and be more in tune with my higher self. And this is called the attunement process. And so, and why did I tell you this initially? There was a reason why I told you this. Yes, because you get all these overwhelming emotions and like fears and things that these childhood or past life issues that you really didn't deal with and just shoved it under the rug. So there's like this push and pull between these two people that have to be balanced out before the actual connection hits a temperance, like it hits an equilibrium, where then you actually have learned your karmic lessons. But these lessons are here for you to learn. This is your destiny. Okay, so moving on. Some karmic lessons, of course, are closed and completed. So you have more than one soulmate in this lifetime. Certain soulmates come and go in your lifetime, whether it be one day or several years. They serve their purpose. You learn their lesson. Soul contract closed. So the only time that you would leave these soul contracts open, and if you don't have any communication with them, you just like completely ghost it, and like you don't have this communication where it eases people's emotions and feelings and like can make sense of all of this, and so you can be bygones, let bygones be bygones, and deal with the issues and deals with the complexities of the energies and the situation through communication. This is the only way you can close contracts, because if you leave them open, believe you and I, you're going to get this over and over again with the same freaking person. Okay, so, and I don't know about you, but for me, I don't want to do this. So if I can close, if there's open contracts and I'm back in the ethers, I will not want to recreate these open karma contracts with the same people that have left them open. I'm ready to close these, guys, and this is what I mean by reconditioning and reactivating your DNA into a more of a conducive, a happier pattern in your a happier karmic cycle. Like you can learn karma without having to have all these heartbreaks and going through the same shit over and over again, and getting the same results. Anyway, okay, so I digress, guys. So going forward, so this obviously has to do with this. coping with trying to balance and heal your inner issues and your female and male energies to actually come to actually come together in this type of relationship. And so this card right here, what you can do for the relationship. So it's really interesting here because you have the Empress here, and the Empress is a very much a female energy, but she is in her element. Why is she in her male element? She is all the queens combined. She is the Queen of Cups, emotion. So she has emotional stability. She's the Queen of Earth, very grounded. So she has grounding power. She's the Queen of Swords. She's very intellectual and in tuned with her higher self and can use her logic to, without imbalancing her emotion and vice versa. And she's a Queen of Fire, which means that she can take her idea and bear fruit with it. You can see her, the weeds and stuff that she has. She bears fruits to her idea. So she's all the elements combined. And not only that, her masculine energy has to be balanced too in order for her to manifest. So this is, you see here. So it says like, try to balance your masculine energy, I would recommend. At the same time, still be the nurturing queen that you are. Do it with integrity, okay? So if you see that somebody's acting like this authority figure in a way that you do not like, you don't have to deal with it and sit and put up with it. We're not in the 1800s anymore, girls. So what you do is you just walk away from it. You set your boundaries like this Empress would. This Empress doesn't put up with shit. This Empress doesn't go chase a man. She waits. She waits for this person to come to them because she knows. She knows she doesn't have to chase anyone because she has self-love and she understands what she is able to bring to the table. Okay, so she doesn't have to go chasing anyone. So she's very much loving. She's a very much nurturing energy. And she will give you all the love in the world. So try to keep her energy, it says here. And what your partner can do for the relationship, it says that be more open and communicative with a Knight of Cups. Express your emotions, express your feelings, communicate those things. So your female energy has to come out here. It's like you have a block in female divine energy here where you're only portraying your masculine side and you're not even like expressing your emotions, you're not communicating. And this is like the cup of love, and see this knight is in a horse, so it's movement. So what this is asking you to do, how can you nourish the relationship was a question. You can move and express your emotions because this is a knight. The knights are messengers with a horse, and the cups are emotions. So that means that you have to communicate and express your emotions. Otherwise, your significant other doesn't have a crystal ball. They don't know what you feel, and they also need as much nourishment. The the Empress needs as much nourishment as she is putting out there because it's a equal give and take. She's not going to settle for just giving. Okay, this is not what an Empress does. So, and then you're coming out as like immature kind of energy. You're coming, the male, the one that is portraying more male energy, and I don't know, it could be a female portraying more male energy, or it could be a male portraying more male energy. So it depends on what you're portraying here. But the person who's portraying more male energy is coming out as just a knight versus the Empress, who is emotionally intelligent. She is mature. She knows what it takes to have a relationship. Okay, so this person right here needs a little bit of growing up to do in the form of emotional intelligence. Needs maybe to understand, maybe they are empathetic and they do understand people's emotions, but the way they would communicate those emotions leave much to be desired, and they would have to grow in this and endeavor to grow in this part of the relationship. Okay, and the last part is your karmic future together. Okay. So this means that what I get from here, and I know it looks scary with all the knives here at his back. Okay, so it means that if you do not balance these things out and do not take heed of the advice that I had given you, you're going to feel like the victim here. You know, you're going to victimize yourself. Either the female energy will victimize herself and create a martyr out of herself. You know, like have the martyrdom, or like the authority figure aspect said. What was that word that they used that was really great? It said learned helplessness. Learned helplessness. This is what I see when I see the Ten of Swords with this card right here. It's learned helplessness. Okay, so this is a learned behavior, whether it be the female who feels this way because the male is not expressing their emotions, or whether the male feels this way because the female is behaving in a resentful way, and so you know he doesn't understand what he's doing wrong because he's being driven by the ego. He's being driven by the ego, and so cannot understand for the life of him what he's doing wrong. He just has too much testosterone. And you know, I mean, a divine masculine energy doesn't abuse their power. Okay, let me say this, that the divine masculine energy is a protecting energy. It's also a nurturing energy. Okay, but they nurture in a different way. They protect. It's a trusting energy. It's an energy of integrity, of creating ideas, of putting ideas into action. And so it's a lot of energy. Why am I holding this card like this anyway? I hope it doesn't make you uncomfortable. I mean, anyway, so the masculine energy is one of integrity, of one that is a protective energy. So there may be some elements of masculine energy, or because of society has told us that we have to be competitive with a Five of Wands. We have to be a certain way where we go testosterone balls to the wall overdrive, you know, and we feel like in these masculine energies feel like they have to beat everyone else and their mothers, and they have to be the top of the rat race, and you know, they have to have the best of the best, and you know, they just get so power hungry, and where they like stay in the three-dimensional physical and material plane, where they cease to remember that we're a spirit in a body, and not a body that is going to live here and nourish the body. We're just nourishing the body here and not the spirit. So this is all the things that have to be balanced here in this dynamic. And so I actually want to draw out more advice cards, because I think we actually talked about the things that I would like to address in these cards and what I see here with the spread. So maybe I would pull out, what card shall I pull out here that can give you advice? Just bear with me here. I'm going to pull out some angel cards here. And so, what do the angels have to say about this? What do the So you would have to ask me, how do I balance my male and female divine within me? How do I do that? You can try going to Reiki healing. You can meditate, and there are plenty of journals and videos that you can watch online. You can also release and heal those inner issues that you've had dealt with the opposite sex, or those post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms sometimes we have from post-traumatic stress that we have dealt with, and that's why we've blocked our female or male depending on the circumstances that we have dealt with in our life, like for instance authority figures. And so this is just a way of telling you that you've had too many people, society dictating to you certain things that had caused you to have an imbalance of your female and male energy. And so, and this is obviously known in society when, women are expected to wear pink because they're a girl. Let's make the girl, it's a baby shower, let's decorate it with pink balloons. And it's a male baby shower, let's decorate it with blue balloons. All these things that society has that infringe on your ability to be able to balance out and maintain an equilibrium between both female and male energies within you. And so now it's a little progressive, but we have a lot of work to do in this earth regarding this, and in the spiritual realm. We need to realize that we're not our body, we're a spirit living in a body. And so this is just as important as material conformity and a material wealth, and like gaining all these things that make you secure here in the material realm. And so what can the angels tell us to help us with this situation? Angels, what can you tell Scorpio and their partner, their soul connection, for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? So you have here overcoming difficulties. This is the Archangel Jeremiel. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So you've really hit a plateau with your significant other. You've really duked it out. But here you can't go. You've hit rock bottom here already with the Ten of Swords. So whatever goes down must come up, right? So you cannot go further than this. You've already hit rock bottom. Now you have to turn it around. And it says overcoming. You have to overcome difficult challenges. And by putting aside your fears, and maybe you need some time apart to think about, to actually, couples do need this time apart to actually balance their masculine and female energies within them, or balance the fears that they have or the energies that they have within them, so in order for them to confront the situation as a partner and have like more of a stable energy when coming together. So sometimes this is necessary for individuals. Sometimes individuals are able to face these things together. Okay, I'm the type of person that needs like time away to leave my mind to draw up certain things, reflect on my own, be left to my own devices, and need time away to kind of reset myself and put my energy into manufacture reset. And then it says here, clear audience, Archangel Zadkiel. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind and from other people. So here with a clear audience, you have a lot of supportive people that want to guide you. If you gravitate to people that actually are supportive and stuff, listen to what actually they have to say. And also, this could be a card that your angels and your spirit guides are trying to talk to you and give you messages on ways that can actually help unblock your chakras and heal you from these types of situations, and heal you from your past inner childhood wounds. And so they might give you guidance in the form of music that you might hear when you're out in the mall, shopping or grocery shopping, or something someone says, or maybe a verse that you get in your email if you are subscribed to any magazine or any inspirational magazine that offers you the quote of the day, or something like this. Or maybe you hear a mother talking to their child while you were walking your cat or dog, or what have you. Or you hear, actually, you dream of messages. You dream of somebody saying something to you. Maybe you dream of a lost relative or a grandfather or something like these. These are all messages that your spirit guides are trying to tell you, even in the form of numbers. So if you see numbers, I always see 1111, 333. So these numbers mean different things. For example, 555 means like a major change, like a tower moment. A tower means like when there's unsettling events that happen that are unexpected, and you would think they would be catastrophic, but it's these type of things that you need in order to change your life, because you really weren't heading in the right direction, or you really needed this because you were unhappy, and these are the things that you need to turn your life around. Certain things like that. So anyway, I hope this helped you guys, and thank you again for giving me the opportunity to actually do your tarot readings, and that'll be all. I love you guys. Thank you. Bye.